It is Tuesday, May 28th, and Filer Ool has new stuff for us, so let's check and see what he has this week. Let's go ahead and start with our map. Blackwood treasure map. I don't dislike this map as much as I dislike other maps. 2,000 archival fortunes is kind of a lot. However, Blackwood not only gives us Bog Raider, Deadlands Assassin, and Frostbite, but you also have a chance for an Ancestral Akaviri lead. However, when I looked up map prices on TTC, they were kind of all over the place, from as little as 100 gold to as much as 110,000 gold on PCNA. It seems like you can still get them fairly easily for that like 4,000 to 10,000 range. So I think I'm still going to skip this one this week, but I wouldn't be mad at anybody if they just chose to spend 2,000 archival fortunes on the Blackwood treasure maps this week. I'm still holding out for Telvanni though. All right, our style page this week is the Troll King shoulder. I looked this one up on TTC and prices on NA were about 250,000 to 344,000. A lot cheaper on EU at 55,000 to 150,000. So your mileage may vary. I'm not as excited about shoulder pages as I am about mask style pages. Shoulders are much easier to get when the time rolls around. But 15,000 archival fortunes, that's your call. Okay, companion equipment, medium armor. I don't like getting armor from him. The companion equipment is bound, and you're at the mercy of whatever trait it gives you. So I don't think this one's worth it. The chances of you getting like aggressive or quickened, which is what you'd probably want with medium armor, are fairly slim. Okay, Erroneous Archive Map. Consume 20 Erroneous Archive Maps to unlock the Walk Through the Mirror Maze achievement and the Shattered Mirror Maze body marks. That's this right here. You do get those just by running Infinite Archive, and after Gold Road comes out next week, they're going to be even easier to get with a guaranteed drop once we already have the mount. So I'm holding off on this one. Heroes Onsei deck fragment. It's a Tales of Tribute deck fragment. This comes from bosses inside Ghost Haven Bay or Spire of the Crimson Coin in High Isle. So any boss has a chance to drop this. I didn't find it very difficult to get. If you've already been farming High Isle for your Coral Hejmoda, you probably already have this one. Let's get on to our leads. First, we have the Beetleback Pigment, which is part of the Spore Savant's body marks. This one you get from fishing in Telvanni. Got our mushroom tattoos. And then we have our stone shank frame, which is part of Oakensoul, and this one comes from ore nodes in Glenumbra. I didn't find this one terribly difficult to get. However, I've heard lots of people say that they've spent hours on it. If you are one of those people, this is your chance. All right, next we have our Psijic Glow Globe updated instructionals. This is part of the Psijic Glow Globe emote. They have really liked this Psijic Glow Globe emote for us lately. This is our 4th piece in 6 weeks. So if you don't have it, here's your chance.
I had to use
at 7,000 archival fortunes. All right, last up we have our books. We have Feast Among the Dead, Chapter 3, which comes out of Infinite Archive. You will find the eidetic memory in Necrom in Telvanni Peninsula near Elite Provisions. Fairly basic looking book. And unfortunately, so is this one. Again, little basic. This one looks a little bit more waterlogged. Working in the Infinite Panopticon, the eidetic memory comes out of Apocrypha, but you will find the furnishing in Infinite Archive also. If you're not sure how book furnishings work, I do have a link below that will tell you how that all works, as well as have a checklist so you can keep track of what you have and what you don't. All right, so what I think I'm most excited about this week is the Oakensoul lead. I think that's our winner this week. All right, let's run an arc and see what Overland gear is dropping. And we just ran one arc of Infinite Archive to find out what Overland gear is dropping. Looks like we have gear from the Rift, such as Draugr's Heritage, Witchman Armor, and Ysgramor's Birthright. And then we also have gear from Vardenfell. That includes Defilers, War Maiden, and Warrior Poet. War Maiden is still pretty good for PvP, so potential for selling those. And Defilers, if you're into housing, those break down into bone mold resin. Refined bone mold resin is running about 2.2 to 2.8K on PCNA right now. And that wraps up Tuesday, May 28th's Infinite Archive Vendor. We'll catch you next week.